I'm playing every main Doom game as we all get hyped for Doom the Dark Ages. Today we're playing Doom 2. If you haven't seen my video on the original Doom from 1993, click the card here to check it out. Like the last video, I'll be playing on Hurt Me Plenty, the normal difficulty, so sit back, relax, grab your super shotgun, and let's get right into this. After the events of the original Doom, demons have overrun all of Earth's major cities. World leaders are trying to evacuate civilians, and since we're the only survivor of the attacks on the Mars moons, we've been called on to make our way to the Starport and protect the evacuation. Level 1 entryway puts us behind a couple zombie soldiers, but to my left I find a chainsaw. We're off to a great start as I tear them apart. Hitting this button reveals a hidden armor suit. In the next room, I take down a few imps, and riding this elevator to the top, I find a secret switch which opens a door to the outside where I find the shotgun. Good to see you again, old buddy. Running back to the elevator room, I exit the level. Underhalls starts off with more zombie soldiers, now including shotgunners. I blast them with the shotgun, remembering just how amazing the combat in Doom feels. After grabbing the red key, a flood of demons meet their fate at the end of my boomstick. Dropping down to these lower levels of the sewer, I'm ambushed and surrounded. In my panic, I nearly self-terminate by shooting these explosive barrels. Gotta be more careful. As I explore the level, reflecting on the beauty of the shotgun, I stumble upon a weapon so iconic it became a staple of the series, the super shotgun. This is where Doom 2 truly starts to feel new. The gauntlet begins in this small room, perfect for testing out our new toy. After blowing these zombies to smithereens, I head outside to where we're introduced to our first new enemy, the chain gunner. The toughest hit scan enemy in the game, these guys aren't so bad if you're ready for them, but if they catch you off guard, you're in for a world of hurt. Teleporting into the next area, I snipe some pinkies with my chain gun and take the others out with a super shotty. It feels so good to one-shot them like that. On to the next map. The focus is very simple and straightforward. Lots more zombies to eviscerate with the super shotgun. I noticed this misaligned wall texture and I'm rewarded with more shotgun ammo. There are more chain gunners to annihilate in the last room, and this pinky at the end actually jump scared me. Level 5, the waste tunnels, loses points immediately for being another sewer level, but I like the environment here better than Underhalls. The darkness and flashing lights create a great sense of tension. Walking into this room, the door shuts behind me and I get to play a fun little game I like to call the Boom Closet. Step right up, get a free sample of lead here. After escaping that room, I run into a group of lost souls. Ugh. At least they're easier to take out this time. While collecting the colored keys, I run into some more old friends, the Cacodemons. After their quick deaths at the hands of my super shotgun, I cross this path to end the level. A lot of these early levels are so simple they're kind of forgettable, but I definitely remember the Crusher. Taking this elevator down, we're introduced to another new enemy, the Hell Knight. A weaker version of the Baron of Hell, these guys are still a significant threat. Fortunately, there's this button that does something really cool. I like how big this area is, with all the imp fireballs flying around, it looks really cool. Coming up these stairs, I meet another new enemy, the Revenant. These skelly boys shoot homing rockets, but I kill these two before they can do too much damage. Running outside, I avoid the inescapable lava pits and make it to this room where, after grabbing a yellow key, a bunch of demons teleport in. Annihilating them, I make it to the end of the level. You have entered deeply into the infested Starport, but something is wrong. The monsters have brought their own reality with them, and the Starport's technology is being subverted by their presence. Ahead, you see an outpost of hell, a fortified zone. If you can get past it, you can penetrate into the haunted heart of the starbase and find the controlling switch, which holds Earth's population hostage. Level 7 Dead Simple is a true classic. Immediately we're introduced to another new demon, the Mancubus. Big, tough, and dealing a lot of damage with their rockets, these guys are always a high priority to eliminate, and we get 4 of them at once. After they're dealt with, the walls lower and we see yet another new demon, the Arachnotron. These creepy crawlies fire plasma projectiles at a considerable rate, and they can really wreck you if you're not paying attention. Fortunately, they do have less health than the Mancubi, so I blast them, hit the eye switch in the center, and move on to the next map. Tricks and Traps is a really unique level with charmingly annoying design. Behind each of these doors is a different gimmicky room. This one has an army of imps that teleport behind you after you alert them. This one has a ton of Barons of Hell and a Cyber Demon. One thing that I love about these classic Doom games is the infighting. If you can get one demon to attack another like I've done here, they'll actually fight each other to the death. My first death comes from being too relaxed around the Cyber Demon. Next time I grab the invincibility and send them all to their graves. After grabbing the red key, a ton of imps show up and naturally I back up, but be careful. Death number 2 comes when I accidentally fall into this pit of despair. You gotta love how they put health packs here just to give you some false hope. That's just cruel. Let's just take a second to admire the super shotgun. Isn't this the most satisfying thing? Back to the cruelty. If you go too slowly in the last room, there's another death pit that you can't escape from. Let's get out of here. Level 9, The Pit, is a big map with lots of elevators to navigate. I always seem to forget where to go here. When I jump into this pit of toxic sludge, I get ambushed by another new enemy, the Pain Elemental. What an appropriate name for a demon. Take the most annoying enemy from the first game and create a demon that spawns them. They even spawn more when they die. Ugh. Don't really have much else to say about this level. It has some tense moments, but it's just alright. Next up is Refueling Base. I really like this level. Large groups of zombies are so gratifying and they're everywhere. It's a great level to release some stress. It's really dark, but there are a few of these night vision goggles to make everything easier. At the end of the level is a cyber demon. When I walk into the room, he teleports away. Thankfully, I grab the invincibility because then he teleports right behind me. After he's dead, I exit the level. Next up is level 11, Circle of Death, or Circle of Destruction depending on where you look. As I run around this circular map dishing out the pain to these demons, I enter this room to grab the blue key. Surprise! Another new demon, the Archvile, the most feared enemy in Doom 2. They can resurrect fallen demons and their fire attack is really powerful. The only way to avoid it is to break line of sight with the Archvile. He's one of the most threatening demons in the game, so I take him down fast. Near the end, I encounter some pain elementals and cacodemons, and oh, what's this? A BFG! Now we're cooking. I destroy the Arachnotron guarding the exit and push this switch to end the level. You've won. Your victory has enabled humankind to evacuate Earth and escape the nightmare. Now you're the only human left on the face of the planet. Cannibal mutations, carnivorous aliens, and evil spirits are your only neighbors. You sit back and wait for death, content that you have saved your species. But then, Earth Control beams down a message from space. Sensors have located the source of the alien invasion. If you go there, you may be able to block their entry. The alien base is in the heart of your own home city, not far from the Starport. Slowly and painfully, you get up and return to the fray. Level 12, The Factory, kicks off the middle third of Doom 2. The burning, decimated husks of buildings in Doomguy's hometown fill the background as I get my bearings. I clear the Arachnotrons from the rooftop and make my way inside. This teleporter traps me with imps, but we have the super shotgun. There are some other traps in this level, including this one when you fall into a room of zombie shotgunners, and this one when you get teleported with your back facing a mancubus. Death number 4 comes in these dark hallways when a bunch of chain gunners surprise me. After clearing out the remaining buildings, I find the exit. Downtown is the level I think of when I imagine the middle section of Doom 2. It's a huge map with all these different buildings to go into. Teleporters and elevators connect everything, and I often struggle to figure out where to go. Thankfully, they put this giant arrow on the floor here. Kind of on the nose, don't you think? After clearing the first building, I'm teleported outside where I get surrounded by revenants. Next time, I take out the Skelly Boys before I go in the first building. I go room to room, working as an exterminator with the super shotgun as my tool of choice. Man, these Arachnotrons can really snipe you. Eventually I find the exit, a lava pit in the basement, and I jump in. The Inmost Dens is a really cool level. I love the aesthetic of these moats and the big wooden doors. It makes me feel like I'm assaulting a medieval castle. Chain gunners shoot me from the ramparts, but they're no match for me. Trying to cross this bridge, I bump into an Archvile. I take him down, but he does enough damage to me that I get killed by zombies in the next area. This time I use the rocket launcher from range to take them all out quickly. Crossing one more moat, I finish the level. Level 15, Industrial Zone, is another big city level like downtown that can be kind of confusing to navigate. I like this part where you hit a button to lower this huge wall. It looks like a controlled demolition of a building. I decide to look for secrets in the lava pit and find this teleporter. Ooh, look, a BFG! Yep, that's a trap. Wow, a Baron of Hell and 2 pain elementals in a tiny room? That's just messed up. Oh my god, that was a close call. At some point I accidentally fall into the lava pit and notice a misaligned texture on this wall. There has to be a secret here. Guess I'll come back later. After grabbing the red key, I notice I can jump onto this pillar in the middle of the lava pit. This button opens up that secret wall and I grab the invincibility. Making my way back to the yellow door area, I find a passage leading to a secret level. Congratulations, you found the secret level. Looks like it's been built by humans rather than demons. You wonder who the inmates of this corner of hell will be. The secret level is a recreation of the first level of Wolfenstein 3D. SS guards and pinkies patrol the area. I tear them apart with my chain gun and super shotgun. The secret wall is here just like in Wolfenstein 3D, and I'm rewarded with a rocket launcher. Just like in the original, at the end there's a secret inside of a secret that brings you to another secret level. Congratulations, you found the super secret level. You better blaze through this one. This one is a recreation of E1M8 from Wolfenstein 3D, but instead of fighting Hans Gross, we fight the Cyber Demon. Like in the original, there are secret rooms on either side with plasma ammo and an invincibility power. After blasting the boss with a ton of plasma, I finish him with a rocket launcher. I rescue Commander Keen, and it's time to get back to business as usual. Level 16, Suburbs, is a big open map with a few small buildings and a ton of demons. I start by blasting this Archvile, best to take him out before anyone else. Oh, that's just lovely. Once I grab the blue key here, a whole army of demons spawns in. Time for the BFG. Near the exit of the level, I forgot about a revenant behind me, which cost my life. Oh well, at least I get to participate in Slaughterfest again. Next time, I'm much more careful and I beat the level. Tenements is a tricky map with lots of environmental hazards and traps. Just look at this narrow ledge. And in here, I'm dropped into a room full of specters and a Hell Knight. One moment I really like is this chain reaction of barrels that takes out a couple zombies. Aw yeah. Overall, it's pretty simple and straightforward, except at the end there's this weird bit where you have to keep going back and forth between these two hallways to progress. Why? Level 18, the Courtyard, is another wide open map, a big battle with lots of demons. Careful not to fall into this pit at the beginning. This area reminds me of Serious Sam. I half expect to hear that horrible screaming any time now. Something about running over these health and armor pickups is just so satisfying, I love it. Tons of traps in this level, so stay on your toes. Keep your super shotgun and plasma gun handy and you'll be fine in these close quarters fights. After grabbing the blue key, I run back to the beginning of the level and it's over. The Citadel is a really cool looking map. The gray bricks, big wooden doors, and moat surrounding everything, it's awesome. Sadly, I almost always get lost here. There are so many teleporters leading to different places, and some of the keys are hidden in really difficult spots. One cool thing though is the secret inside of a secret inside of a secret where you get ambushed by a ton of imps. I love frying big groups of the BFG like this, it's so good. It turns out you don't actually need all 3 keys to leave the level, so off we go. Gotcha is a level everyone remembers because of this moment in the beginning. Moving this way, I get the Spider Mastermind and Cyber Demon to fight each other. Place your bets now, who will win? Congratulations, Cyber Demon, your reward is a lifetime supply of plasma to the face. Moving on, death number 9 comes in this dark room thanks to a pain elemental. God, these things are just the worst. After clearing out these last couple of rooms, I jump into this hell pit, ending the level. You're at the corrupt heart of the city, surrounded by the corpses of your enemies. You see no way to destroy the creature's entryway on this side, so you clench your teeth and plunge through it. There must be a way to close it on the other side. What do you care if you've got to go through hell to get it? We're in hell now, made obvious by the skybox in level 21, Nirvana. At this point, I'm thinking about how radically different Doom 2 is from the original. Yes, on the surface it looks extremely similar, but the maps are so much more complex. The variety of demons makes combat more interesting, and with the addition of the super shotgun, it plays so differently. Eventually I grab all the keys and open the door to the exit. The Catacombs is a small but fun and interesting level. You have this platform in the center and elevators on all 4 corners to take you to the different sides. It took me a bit to figure out where to go. Whew, that was close. Dropping down here, I had a gut feeling that there would be a big demon behind this wall. Yep, I was right. I grab the red key, destroy more chain gunners, and leave the level. Level 23, Barrels of Fun, starts off with a bang. Oh god, run, run! This room is pretty tough. These pain elementals demand my attention, but all these imps and hell knights chip away my health until I die to a frickin' lost soul. In the next area, I didn't notice this archvile hidden right behind me. Ugh. I run past the archvile to this area where I heal up and blast some imps. Why is there so much rocket ammo? Oh boy, it's a Spider Mastermind with some babies. After a volley of rockets and a bit of plasma, she crumbles, and I head back to take care of this dang archvile. Despite the couple of deaths here, I actually really like this level. The end is another mad dash away from a chain reaction of exploding barrels, and it's on to the next map. The Chasm. Oh god, no. No, 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 not this level. Hey, do you like balancing on a tightrope while flying demons harass you in a huge, confusing, mazy level? Yeah, me neither. Better not fall or else you'll be running around in toxic sludge. Easily the worst level in any Doom game, and if I were ranking these levels in a tier list, I'd have to make a whole new tier at the bottom just for this level. Screw the Chasm, I don't even want to talk about it. Next. Level 25, Bloodfalls, starts off with some zombies and a pain elemental. True to the name, there are pools of gooey redness all around this level. In this central courtyard is a revenant perched atop a pillar of blood and surrounded by imps and chain gunners on all sides. It gets a bit too hot, so I run back here and refuel on health. Behind this misaligned texture is another BFG, which I desperately need because look at this! They even put a bunch of cell ammo here, they know what's up. After taking out this archvile in the final area, I move to the exit. Next is the Abandoned Mines, a pretty big map that still feels claustrophobic. Enemies can shoot you through these bars, you have to be careful running through these halls. Be even more careful on these ledges, especially here with the Mancubus and the Baron of Hell. It's a pretty simple and short level, but I like the aesthetic, it actually looks like a mine. After grabbing the yellow key, I head back for the exit. Level 27 Monster Condo starts out with a surprise Arachnotron before I head into the library. Wow, that's a lot of demons. Hell must have an advanced literacy program because an Archvile, multiple Barons of Hell, and a Revenant are hiding behind these walls. I don't know about you guys, but every time I pick up an invincibility power-up, I just want to shoot monsters at close range with a rocket launcher. And some highlights here include the Revenant merry-go-round, this room with 4 Mancubi, and this room with a ton of bodies impaled or hanging from the ceiling. Push this button here and run to the... Oh look, a BFG! The spirit world perfectly captures the hell atmosphere that I expected from this part of the game. Early on in this cave, I almost get trapped with all these zombies, but I think fast and fall back to fight in the doorway. Death number 12 is thanks to me stepping out from behind cover when fighting this archvile. Look at this crazy environment, that's what I'm talking about. Aw, even the demons hate pain elementals. I almost feel bad. In this big open area, 2 spider masterminds and a bunch of arachnotrons lie in wait. I whip out the BFG, grab the invincibility power-up, and go to work. Well, that's just disturbing. Pushing this button reveals an archvile and 4 Hell Knights. Come on, let's go. The only thing I don't like about this level is that you have to shoot these pentagram things on the walls to find the last area. Who would have thought to do this back when this game came out? Heading back to find the red key, I expected a trap and was not disappointed. On to the penultimate level of Doom 2. Level 29, The Living End, is the last challenge before the final boss, and it really feels like it. Be prepared for ambushes, tight walkways above damaging floors, and plenty of powerful demons. Yep, that's a BFG room. In this area, I get too risky with the rocket launcher and leave with low health, resulting in death number 13 when I get surprised by a Revenant and a bunch of zombies. I play this area carefully, using the chain gun to stun lock the pain elemental and the plasma gun to take out this Baron before I cross. On my way to the exit, I see a cyber demon and nope straight out of that situation. Let's finish this. The final boss of Doom 2 is the Icon of Sin, a massive demon embedded in the wall that spawns other demons, which are the real threat here. I run to the bottom, then back up to the top where I hit the skull switch. This allows me to raise this pillar, which I can ride to get a good shot at the Icon's brain with the rocket launcher. The demon spawns are random, and I get unlucky on my first attempt with a freaking archvile. On my second attempt, I get a little luckier, and after hitting the Icon for the 3rd time, he explodes, screaming in defeat. The horrendous visage of the biggest demon you've ever seen crumbles before you after you pump your rockets into his exposed brain. The monster shrivels up and dies, its thrashing limbs devastating untold miles of Hell's surface. You've done it. The invasion is over. Earth is saved. Hell's a wreck. You wonder where bad folks will go when they die now. Wiping the sweat from your forehead, you begin the long trek back home. Rebuilding Earth ought to be a lot more fun than ruining it was. I don't know, man, that was pretty fun. Of all the Doom games from the 90s, this one is my favorite. The gunplay feels even better with that super shotgun, and the new demons brought some much needed variety to the original Doom dance. Except for the chasm, the level design was really fun, featuring plenty of gimmicks and fun traps. Like the original, Doom 2 still holds up today. But we're still just getting started in our preparation for Doom the Dark Ages. Next up, Doom 64. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to join me on this adventure through all the main Doom games. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out for now.